Back row, left to right, Peter Baker, Big Morris Norman, Bill Brown, the goalkeeper, Billy Nicholson, Ron Henry, and Dave Mackay, and sitting from the left, Terry Medwin, John White, Danny Blanchflower, Bobby Smith, Jimmy Greaves, and Cliff Jones. And the first match is against Glasgow Rangers at White Hart Lane.
59,000 at White Hart Lane see Danny Blanchflower and the opposing captain at the toss-up. And it's Bob Shearer who wins. And what an atmosphere as Spurs kick off. It's the first leg of the Spurs-Rangers tie in the European Cup Winners' Cup. A vintage match, if ever there was one. Spurs in all white. Jones tests Ritchie, and it's evident these pride of the South Tottenham men are all out for an early lead. Allen wins a corner. Greaves is taking it. John White's in the middle. Goal! Spurs are one up after only 4 minutes and producing top of the league form. But the great Rangers are top of their division and soon show they can attack too. Centre forward Miller's shot goes wide. Rangers are great on the wing. Cutting in, it's wee Willie Henderson who gets the equaliser. So the first 10 minutes have produced 2 goals. Spurs back on the attack. It's going to be a game to remember. Billy Ritchie's in great form. Another corner, Greaves takes it. White scores. Rangers counter-attack. There's determination about their play, spelling danger for Spurs. But when left winger Davy Wilson gets his head to it, it's over the bar. At the other end, Spurs take up the run. Centre forward Allen in possession, and it's in the net. Spurs outside right, Medwin tries a shot and gains a corner. Again, Allen fires in a shot. Bobby Shearer puts it in his own goal. Rangers deserve better than to be 1-4 down, and back they come. And it's bad luck when a good move fails to earn a goal. Almost on half-time, the brilliant Willie Henderson centres to the head of Jimmy Miller. It's Rangers' second goal. Half-time, Spurs 4, Rangers 2, but this great team from Glasgow aren't daunted. They've wiped out bigger deficits before and won the match, so Spurs know they can't relax with safety. A good Spurs attack here is foiled by Ritchie. Ritchie has to be link side every second of the game, facing the most dangerous forward line in England. Rangers remind Spurs that they're still very much in the game. Left half Jim Baxter forces Brown to concede a corner. Spurs got away with that, so it's their turn to attack. And now centre forward Allen wins a corner. Greaves takes it perfectly. Centre half Norman scores. So Spurs win 5-2.
And Spurs are not finished yet.
Danny Blanchflower wins the toss at Ibrox Park, and more than 80,000 fans look forward to super football as Rangers kick off against Spurs in white. It's the second leg of the tie in the European Cup Winners' Cup. Tottenham's victory at White Hart Lane means that they start this match 3 goals to the good. Very soon the ball goes to Greaves, and Spurs are 1 up. Rangers' goal survives the next onslaught. You'd think even Rangers would be daunted, but their attack's in gear now, and Wilson nearly scores. So it's Spurs 1, Rangers 0 at half-time. Spurs kick off on the resumption, but get an early shock. On the right, Willie Henderson's in possession. This great little outside right crosses perfectly. A header by Brand. Goal! Bobby Smith is just over the bar with a good shot. He's back in the team after long absence, and he scores. Rangers try desperately to hit back. Surely the fans think they can't lose at Ibrox Park. Henderson takes the corner, but Brown keeps it out. Lucky for Spurs. Rangers sweep goalwards again. Miller passes to Davy Wilson. He scores 2-all. Again, the gallant Scots give Spurs a fright. Brown saves, Macmillan shot. Now the genius of John White shows itself as the ball goes towards Bobby Smith. A header, and it's another for Spurs. So Spurs win the right to meet Slovan Bratislava in the quarter-final.
And nobody enjoys this victory over Rangers more than two of the Scots in the team, Dave Mackay and John White. And they are next in action in Czechoslovakia against Slovan Bratislava, where another Scot, keeper Bill Brown, plays the game of his life to keep the Slovan score down to 2. Then it's another Tottenham comeback in the second leg at White Hart Lane.
Spurs supporters turned up in strength for the return match with Slovan. Facing a 2-goal deficit, Spurs needed that rousing home support. Right away they showed great style. Certainly goalie Schreif saw plenty of action. Nevertheless, it was half an hour before the first Spurs goal, a Dave Mackay special. That was the beginning of the end. Spurs second, a gem from Jimmy Greaves. Just before half-time, a fine centre and a Smith header put Spurs 3 up. On aggregate in this European Cup Winners' Cup encounter, they were now ahead. Second half and Spurs flat out for a galaxy of goals. Only Schreif kept them out. Not for long, though. Spurs fourth and Jimmy Greaves second. Well and truly in command, they produced some really fine football, though Cliff Jones headed the goalie as well as the goal. A few minutes later, White notched the 6th. With this 6-2 win, Spurs massacred their opponents and their critics.
Jimmy Greaves sent off. That's the headline from the semi-final. He's dismissed in Belgrade in the first leg against OFK. But Spurs still win 2-1 and then book their place in the final in the home leg.
OFK Belgrade kick off against white-shirted Spurs in the second leg of the semi-final of the European Cup Winners' Cup. Bobby Smith looks dangerous in the opening exchanges. Spurs won 2-1 at Belgrade. They keep that advantage now thanks to Bill Brown. There may be some needle in this game. Spurs resented Greaves being sent off in the first match. Now it's White's chance to menace the visitors, but the luck isn't with him. After 23 minutes, Dave Mackay scores for Spurs. The team and their fans are jubilant, but only for a few minutes. A combined OFK attack brings reward when inside left Skoblar equalizes. Another assault, spearheaded by Mackay, tests Vidinik again. Only 2 minutes now to the interval. A pass to Mackay, to Jones, goal! Half-time, leading 2-1, Spurs kick off on the resumption, but the first danger comes from Belgrade. Within 2 minutes, the ball comes in from White. Bobby Smith dives to head it. What a goal! Bad luck for Belgrade. Just over. Much as the 60,000 crowd would like more goals, Spurs don't seem able to oblige. Here's that needle we prophesied. Fortunately, it comes to nothing. One last effort by left half Gugletta, but it's wide. So Spurs go into the final against Atletico Madrid in Rotterdam. May they show their best form.
Billy Nicholson remembers.
enter Spurs and Atletico Madrid for the final of the European Cup Winners' Cup. After the long series of preliminary rounds, this was the climax. Winner take all. Would it be Madrid in striped shirts, the pre-match favourites who kicked off with this promising attack? Or would it be Spurs who find themselves every man Jack, or should I say Jim, in fabulous form? Watch Jimmy Greaves shake the post from this Dyson corner. A minute later and it's Greaves again to give Spurs that all-important lead. That was the goal, that was. It certainly inspired the Spurs to even greater efforts. White notches goal number 2. Madrid's half-time pep talk brought an early reward. Fullback Henry punches out a certain winner, but Collar scored from the resulting penalty. It certainly put new life into Madrid. For 20 minutes, they bombarded the Spurs defence. But Spurs held out, and in the 67th minute, Dyson put them further ahead. Spurs were playing like the real champions they most certainly are. Greaves made it 4-1. Finally, Dyson made it 5-1. What a game. Danny received the cup that cheers not only him and Spurs supporters, but every English soccer fan.